Hi, it's Amy and a very warm welcome to this gentle yoga class. And this is for anybody who is just looking for a few moments of peace and quiet. You can do this at any time of the day, but it's just for anybody that wants to slow down, to do a little bit of stretching and to connect with their breath. So when you are ready, we will begin in a tabletop. So finding our way onto all fours. So bringing our wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. Let's start with the top of the feet meeting the mat and finding that breath to movement connection here as we begin to move in and out of cat-cow. So with our next breath in, dipping our belly low, lifting our chest and gaze forwards. As we exhale, let's draw a line with our nose, tucking chin to chest, maybe rounding through the spine a little more, open through the shoulders. Inhale, connecting with our breath as we lift our chest and rise. Exhale to soften and round. So moving in and out of your cat-cow here at your own pace, but really focusing on that breath connection. And then slowly finding stillness, returning our spine back to neutral. Let's bring our two big toes together and send our hips down to our heels. Stretch our arms out long and come into an extended child pose here. Perhaps resting our forehead on the ground or even bringing our forehead to our forearms for a little bit of extra support here. And once again, just tuning back into our breath. Perhaps taking notice of our breath for the first time today. Allowing our breath to be our guide. And then once you are ready, let's lift our head, stretch our arms out once more if they aren't already, and guide ourselves back up into our tabletop. Using our weight through our left hand, with our next inhale, we're going to send our right fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. And as we exhale, thread the arm underneath, guide the ear and the shoulder to the ground. And stretch our arm out long, threading the needle here. Maybe keeping that left knee as it is, or maybe we can stretch that left leg out long as well, pressing through the toes, pressing through the heel. Let's slide that left hand back underneath the shoulder and guide ourselves all the way back up, planting the right hand back underneath the shoulder too. Let's send that left leg out long, and as we inhale, we reach and extend. As we exhale, let's curl the knee under, maybe bringing our knee towards our nose. Inhale to extend. Exhale to curl, knee to nose. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale our full yogic breaths and exhale. Bringing the knee back underneath the shoulder. Let's channel our weight now through that right hand. With our next inhale, left fingertips rise up, guiding our fingertips to the sky. And as we exhale, we thread underneath, ear and shoulder to the ground. We can either keep the hand under the shoulder or again stretch it out long. And also the same with that leg, either keeping it as it is, or stretching it to the bottom edge of our mat, pressing through our toes, pressing through the heels, creating this lovely long line along the outside of our body. Making sure we are still nicely tuned in to our breathing, using it to ground us today, using our breath to keep us here in the present moment, the only place our life exists, quoting Eckhart Tolle, but it's so true, and we can use our breath as this tool to help keep us grounded here. Once again, let's slide that hand back underneath the shoulder. Let's unravel from our thread the needle, bring the other hand under the shoulder. With our inhale, let's send that leg out behind us, extending right from our toes. As we exhale, let's draw that knee into our nose. 3 more. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend. 2 more. Moving with intention as we inhale to extend. Exhale to round. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing the knee back underneath the hip, recentering, finding our tabletop. Inhale, child pose, bringing our hips to our heels. Exhale, roll back up, tabletop. Ooh, let's move my hair to the other side. I've got a lion's mane today. When you are ready, finding that flow. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, crossing our legs behind us, sending our hips all the way to the ground. Let's release our legs out in front and come into a seated position with our feet just still extended out in front of us. Bringing our hands just into that space behind our thighs with that connection that we have now created with our breath. Just as we did with our cat-cow, we'll inhale, draw our belly up towards our thighs, lifting our chest, and exhale, round through the spine, drawing our navel in towards our spine. Inhale, lifting the chest towards the sky. Exhale to round. Okay, last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale to round. Okay, bringing our spine back to a neutral position. Let's just cross our legs here and find our Sukhasana, our easy seat pose, or Siddhasana, which can be a little kinder on the hips sometimes, just having one leg just resting there in front of the other. But however we are seated, let's just allow our shoulders to soften and drop down and away from our ears. Let's find that length through our spine, from extending from our tailbone right up and out through the crown of our head, as if we are channeling all of our energy up and we are projecting it right from our crown chakra, the crown of our head. And with our next inhale, let's draw our shoulders now right up towards our ears. And as we exhale, let's roll them down and back. And as we do, gently closing our eyes. And just returning that awareness, that attention back to our breath, our breathing. So a short and sweet practice today, just to help center us, ground us. Maybe you could do this at the end of a busy day, the start of a busy day, to help prepare you for your movements ahead. And before we finish our class, we'll just have a few moments to help really cement and ground all of that goodness. And we'll just take a moment here to just bring awareness to our feet. Just notice those pressure points, perhaps on the outside of our feet where our ankles are as well. Notice how we are connected to the earth. Let's allow our legs to feel heavy as we begin to let go of tightness and tension we are holding on to around our hips, through our belly. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Remembering we can return to our breath at any time throughout our day. Let's soften our shoulders as we let go of any tightness or tension we may still be clinging onto. And just let it melt away. Perhaps unclenching our jaw. Even softening our tongue away from the roof of our mouth. Relaxing that space just between our eyebrows as we let go of any tightness or tension, and just letting go of anything that is no longer serving us, leaving us feeling that little bit lighter. And now bringing our hands just to rest over our heart, maybe placing one hand over the other here. I just invite you to take the deepest breath you have taken all day so far, in through your nose, and let everything go out through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you really liked this class, please remember to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I would love to see you at the next one. Have an amazing day.